Welcome back to HollyHood News. I'm Frankie Lucius and I'm with Astro Star, finishing episode 2 on exposing the bullying that goes on in the adult industry. So, can you please tell us more?
Yes, so I just want to speak more on how this bullying got even worse. So, this girl named Leah Falcon, who is also a performer that's been in for a very long time, she jumped into the mix on TRPWL and she started commenting on the bullying of me being a veteran. She made comments like, oh, she's a liar, she needs to get help with whatever, because whatever her story is true. Basically, making fun of my military and veteran status. And, I couldn't believe it because I've never even met this girl. So I messaged Leah Falcon and I said, hey, you shouldn't believe in a fake article. I really was in the military. And she blocked me. And then after she blocked me, she called Alana Evans, because Alana Evans is supposed to be a union president, but they're actually friends. So can you explain what happened next?
Oh, yeah, and then they called your agent.
Yeah, they called my agent, Rob, and they told Rob that I came at her sideways.
So then Rob gave you her phone number.
So Rob gave me her phone number and told me to call Alana Evans since she is the APAG union president. And so
about an issue about another performer.
Yes.
Which was
Leah Falcon, who was in the bullying and commenting on TRPWL, and I never came at her sideways. Ever. So now Alana Evans.
So then we call Evans, and so then Astro Star and we call Evans, and we speak to Evans, and she explains to us that she's the union president, right? And she's there to represent Falcon.
Leah Falcon.
Which are friends, So then I asked her a few questions because I used to be involved with a real union at Staples Center and, Unite here, Local 11. So I just asked her a simple question. If you guys can't get along and you guys, can't come into agreement, are you guys going to have a federal mediation? And then she proceeded to tell me, no, they don't have a federal mediator. It doesn't work like that, which in every union, from basketball to clothes to laundry to hotels, there's always a federal mediation if you have a license, because that's what happens is, protocol. So then I already knew she was fake, so I called her out on her bullshit. I told her that she was a fake union president, so...
On her voicemail, because she wouldn't answer after that, because she knew she was caught.
Yeah, because then she hung up, and then...
She wouldn't even give us her license number, nothing. She just hung up.
So then we call back, and I leave a message, because she doesn't answer, because now she knows us, us, and we have her phone number.
And she doesn't want to get caught in more lies.
So then, I leave a voice message, and I leave a voice message telling her that, we're going to have some legal matters to talk about, and, she's a fake union president, she's taking fake dues, and it's illegal what she's doing, so, she's a fake union president. I say, fuck her and that bitch, her and Falcon. I say it in the voice message. So this is how we find out also, before all, the IP address, how she's connected with TWRP.
Yeah.
L or whatever.
TRPWL. So we found out because...
When I left the voice message, it was 10 p.m.
Yes. And by the very next morning, early, the voicemail was already on the TRPWL website. Now, Alana Evans would be the only one that would have that voicemail, which means she sent it to TRPWL or posted it herself on the website.
Because she has the password.
Because she has the password. Because how else would the voicemail ended up on TRPWL if they weren't friends or if she didn't have the password?
Supposedly she doesn't know them.
Supposedly. That's why she writes her own articles about herself, talking shit, because that's her cover up, and she wants y'all to believe that she's not a part of it, but that's just her cover.
So then we done research ourselves, and we also have found out that she's done, she writes for the Daily Beast, and she's wrote in articles about her own self.
Yes.
Published by her.
Published by her. Who writes articles about their own self?
Talking bad about themselves.
Yes.
Like bad, and then publish it themselves, and then act like someone else talk bad about
Tries
them
to always play victim.
and play victim. Then she played victim, saying that they were talking bad, but actually she wrote the article. She was talking bad about herself.
So then I contacted James, who was supposed to be my PR for Galaxy Publicity, and told him what's going on. And he basically told me just to shh and be quiet and not say anything and not stand up for myself or people who are bullying me for my service. When I said that it was Alana Evans and telling him what she did, he said, no, she's my friend. And that's when I knew that he was playing favoritism, and he was friends and part of the bullying with Alana Evans. And after that, I called Rob, and I called him over and over because Rob had told me, he was laughing and said, I'm not going to drop you. But since James is connected with 101 Modeling and he runs 101 Modeling page, James took me off the roster of 101 Modeling, had them take me off, and I was no longer there. And I had figured out they were just keeping me on the roster to use my name while other companies were trying to book me, and instead they were giving it to their favorites and telling them and other companies that I'm unavailable, even though I was available, and basically just keeping me on there stagnant. So I know this because I went to AVN last year and companies came up to me saying they've been trying to book me forever. And I told them, what? I've been available. And they said, well, every time we call, they always say you're unavailable, which isn't true. And I told them, what? I never said that. No one's even told me that y'all called for a booking. So that's how I know, too, and started figuring out, wow, these people are against me when they're supposed to be with me and they're supposed to be on my side, not backstab me. So I was just shocked. I couldn't believe it, you know.
I guess you can't trust no one in this industry, huh?
You know, people will smile in your face while stabbing you in the back. People I thought were my friends. And so, you know, James from Galaxy Publicity was supposed to have my back, and he was supposed to run a campaign, you know, against the slander, a PR campaign against the slander against me for being a veteran, and the bullying for me just being a veteran, for doing nothing wrong, simply for me serving my country and being proud of serving my country in the United States Navy. And in these times, we don't need bullying and hate to our veterans, especially in these times. So we know these are some bad people, and to be bullying people like me just for serving my country shows the hate you have for the USA. And that is not right, especially during these times. You should be supporting veterans and honoring them for serving their country and having respect for them, not talking down on them. That's just very disrespectful to any veteran and military.
Yeah, are you guys not American or what?
Do you guys not support the United States of America? It seems like you don't.
So what we got from all this is basically they have a little crew that's, you know, from directors, companies, PR, you name it, performers, male, female, you know, etc. Agencies, they have a crew, and they're all connected. Like I said, it's like a group of 20 people, you know, and they attack the talents, and the talents don't know they're connected, so they think, oh, my world's coming down because all these people are shutting doors.
And all these people
not knowing that they're all friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that they're all friends, and they're all faking it and playing the role of being friends with them while actually bullying them and being part of the bullying and, you know, disrespect and hate for no reason, all over pure jealousy and hate. Yeah. You know, I have never met these people, so I don't know why they picked me as a target or even tried to attack me, like I said, all over being a military veteran. I just, you know, that's not right. And I'm glad that they're getting called out. They've done this to many people, not just me, but they've targeted many performers, from men to women, in our industry, and they keep on doing it. So this is very common for Alana Evans and her crew, but she's exposed because we know all of them and who's connected now. And we're not going to let her get away with this anymore. It's got to stop. This bullying has got to come to an end.
Yeah. And also, Can you explain to them about your website?
Oh yeah, and one more thing I wanted to let you guys know and to explain another way that I knew Alana Evans and all them were targeting me and bullying me is only about a week and a half after they started the articles on TRPWL, I found out that they had bought an old domain that I don't even use. It's old and I don't even care about because I use my clothing line, which is astridstarprojection.com. That's the only domain I use. So they basically were stalking me so bad that they found an old domain, like I said, I don't care about, and they bought it. They seriously bought it. And then, to make matters even worse, they bought it just to reroute it directly to the TRPWL page, aka the Porn Wiki Links page, straight to the articles of a page they may created just to bully me for being a veteran. And so they go to those links to stalk, harass, threaten all these performers and target them. And that's how I know they're all connected. They seriously had, you know, they were seriously so no life to stalk me to buy astridstar.net. And I also have the IP address, which is going to help a lot. You know, it connects a lot of other things together, which I'll go over later. But the IP address is 46-166.189.98. So that's the IP address again. It's 46.166.189.98. And I'm going to post this later, but you guys can see it right here. Here's a little close-up. You guys can do a reverse address lookup, IP address lookup. You can find out more information and who's connected. And I also found out that the domain host that they go through is a fake domain host that is actually called Enforce Entertainment, and it's located in the Netherlands. And they have a number on that website that you call, but it is a fake number, and you actually can't get a hold of anyone. It just goes rings and rings and rings. It's fake. So they use that as a cover too. They use fake routers to try and cover up what they're doing, but you know, it's obviously not working. Everything leaves a trail. So now we know exactly who's connected, and we're gonna let you guys know more. So, you know, stay tuned for
episode 3.
Episode 3.
HollyHood News.
HollyHood News.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Peace.